Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Wednesday, July 3rd, and the energies in the day adds up, reduce to number 9 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. I'm laughing because I felt like I was talking so loud all of a sudden, and I'm like, why am I talking loud? And also too, since we hit Tuesday, yesterday's energy, something about the energies felt lighter. And even in today's energy feels a little bit silly, feel a little bit playful. Like today's the 3rd, the energies add up and reduce to number 9 vibration. Mercury is in Leo. I really like these energies because it just makes me feel clownish, silly. Like it brings out my moon, my inner world. But let's see what else is happening with these energies. We have the fire ant. And the fire ant came out in the reversal position, in the upright position. The fire ant brings me to community. It brings me to, community. Brings me to community, responsibility, things like that. In the reversal position, it feels like an absence of that. But with the way how things are going, when I look at the chart, first of all, my attention immediately went to the moon. And the moon conjunct Jupiter. So the moon is in a place where it's very optimistic. But today, the moon ain't listening to Saturn. The moon is squaring Saturn today. So this is where today some of us could, feel like we know it all to the point where it's like you gamble, you make a reckless decision or do something recklessly because okay, so today might be one of those days where the image that's coming to mind where it's like, say, for example, someone feels like they don't have luck in relationships and they come to the realization that it's because maybe they move too fast and they need to take their time to get to know the people that they're becoming friends with or romantic with or whatever. And you came up with a plan that, okay, you're going to approach things in a certain way and you're not going to skip steps. And today is one of those days where it's like, screw it. The vibe just felt so good. The connection felt so good that you jump and skip steps. It's like there's a jumping and skipping steps when it comes to something. It's like, jumping and skipping steps. I think of like the person that may have been doing so well when it comes to their discipline, their routine. And, today's energy is like, screw it and skip steps. It's skipping steps. It's not even just skipping steps. Let me see what the tarot wants to add to this. But also too with the energies in the day. Ooh, okay. So we got this and this came out in the reversal position. And this is good that this came out because the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 9 vibration. The number 9 deals with ending. So something has to come to an end today. And the day is the 3rd. So the number 3 deals with beginnings. It's a tangible beginning, being able to see some tangible outcome based on our actions. So it's like, this is the outcome based on this. And now this is coming to an end. My imagination is messing around and I'm imagining all kind of things where it's like, I think of like, say in an imaginary world, someone, like I said, you came up with a plan for yourself when it comes to making friends and relationships, where normally before you get overexcited about a connection and in your mind you make someone a bestie overnight, or you see someone as your ideal partner and you didn't allow enough time to see them. And it's like today you find yourself jumping into a situation, and from jumping into a situation you were able to see something that forces things to come to an end. You jumped into something and you saw something that you couldn't unsee, and from seeing what you can't unsee or hearing what you can't unhear, it's like you have no choice but to accept the fact that, you know, this thing just ain't it. This thing just ain't it, whatever this thing is. And to me, it's like it had to play out this way. It had to play out the way how it's playing out, because if it didn't play out this way, then you would find an excuse to kind of like keep this thing going, where it's like something's presented to you in a way that you have no choice but to walk away, even if you don't walk away right away, whatever the thing is. So with the ant energy coming out in the reversal position, it brings me to a new community. So it's like it brings me to the thought of, say, someone might find that like they share a friend group with someone, and it's like the relationship isn't working, and you might have to walk away from the friend group, where it's like a person might choose to stick around with the friend group, and choosing to stick around with the friend group is kind of an excuse to loop back into that situation, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Where it's like if you make up your mind that you're done for real, then you probably need to step away from the friend group also, is what I'm picking up with that. But Mercury is the ruler of the day, and Mercury is in Leo conjunct Vesta. So today some of us could find ourselves so motivated and passionate about speaking about ourselves and the things that we're excited about. But at the same time, the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 9 vibration. So I get the feeling of someone acting like they're not, like someone figuring out clever ways how to talk about themselves. You know, some people might just blurt out and just be talking about themselves, but some will find clever ways to speak about themselves. But I feel like that might be a good thing, in the sense like someone tells on themselves. Someone tells you who they're dealing with exactly. And it's like from them telling you who they're dealing with exactly, it's like it's either you hear them or you don't hear them, but you can't say they didn't tell you. So Mercury is the ruler of the day, and Mercury is in Leo, and it is positively speaking to Neptune in Pisces, and also to Saturn energy in Pisces. So the mind is in a space where when it comes to our goals, our dreams, and the things that inspire us that we want to achieve in this life, we are clear about what those things are, and we're passionate about speaking about ourselves when it comes to those things. So this is where someone, you know, you might want to let everybody know that you're very intuitive, or you're good at this thing or the next, and you've been good at it for a while, and you know, just wanting to talk about how good you are when it comes to a thing, or maybe consume information or things that inspire you and motivate you to go deeper into this creative thing that you want to pursue, or go deeper into this thing that excites you. Mercury is opposing Pluto in Aquarius though, and that's giving me a tone deaf type of vibe. Tone deaf in the sense that it's like read the room type of energy. It's like some people not reading the room before they communicate, but like I said, it's a good thing, because it allows people to expose themselves and their true self to be seen, even when they don't even realize that's what's happening, even when it's not their intentions to do that. Yeah, my attention though, the biggest thing for me today is the moon squaring Saturn. The moon in Gemini squaring Saturn, because the moon is our inner world, and it's in a space where we want to be social, and we're so optimistic about being social, connecting with others, to the point that like we want to rush things. And with the moon conjunct Jupiter positively aspecting Pluto in Aquarius, it's like we want to have new connections. We want to have new connections and start new things with people, but something about time, and not even just the time, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, like this energy here, this energy also helps us to see ourselves and how we get in our own way, unconscious things about ourselves, or unconscious things about like situations that we don't normally see. And to me, today's energy will give me the vibe of like wanting to like not pay attention to the fine print and just signing. It's like the vibe is good. I want to make these new connections. I think I like these people. I want to start this new thing. Let me jump into this or that. And it's like, the consequences of not paying attention to the detail is going to be a problem. But it feels like it's like, to me, when they say instant karma type of vibe, not saying nothing about, when they say instant karma, not necessarily karma, but it's almost like, you know, you do this and then boom, that happens. You know, you do this and boom, that happens. But it just feels tone deaf to me. There's a tone deaf vibe about today. Whether you're being tone deaf or you feel like others are being tone deaf. And I find that whenever I'm having conversations and it feels like it's hard. It's like there's a clash of the conversation. You guys don't even have to be beefing or arguing or disagreeing. It's just you're trying to speak, they're trying to speak, and it's like nobody could hear each other. And I'm learning to, you know, when that's happening, just step back and just allow myself to be a listening ear, opposed to trying to fight to share my point because the other person can't hear me. And I feel like within today's energy, that might be a thing. But with the Tower moment, it's like something is said and the thing that's said sets someone free. Whether something comes to an end today or it clicks in your mind and you're clear that this can no longer keep moving forward the way it is. So there's an ending in perspective today. And the ending in perspective literally leads to a Tower moment. But for me, a Tower moment is good because, like I've shared in the past, I'll put the Tower on my altar based on a situation in my life, a situation that might appear to be great. And I'll say, you know, if this is not for me, my intentions is for it to fall apart. And some people will be like, that's crazy, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you get to a point where it's like you don't want to waste time entertaining what's not for you. Because certain things can appear to be for you only because you're not willing to see the reality of the thing, but instead wanting to see the possibilities of it. So it's easy sometimes for us to delude ourselves, for us to lie to ourselves. And I feel like today is one of those days where we could easily do that because we don't want to take the time to see something through. Time is required to see the truth in something, but we're not willing to do that. But I know everything always happens for our greatest good. So it's like this thing that appears to happen out of nowhere that causes either change in perspective where it's like I'm done, or literally something blows up and you know, we're done type of vibe. Like the change is inevitable and it was necessary. But for some people, this change also needs to come with a change of community. A change, I think of like with the fire ant energy, I think of like the ants in their colony and being community oriented energy. And the way how this came out, I feel like the change also needs to come with a shift in social circle. Like the example that I gave where the person keeps saying that maybe they're done with the relationship, or maybe they're done with a certain thing. Maybe say the person has an addiction and it's like this circle keeps bringing you back to that because that's how you guys bond. Y'all have nothing else in common other than that. So it's like to say that you're done for real, you probably need to be done with that too. Or say if it's a relationship or a friendship or whatever, and it's like, you know that y'all ain't really friends for real, y'all be phony kicking it, and it's like to say you're done for real, you need to be done with that also. That's something that's coming up strongly when it comes to today's energies. And with the Tower come out in the upright position, it's like the Tower tied up with the number 9 energy, like there is no denying, but this is good stuff because like Plutonian energy is transformative energy. Something is either evolving to the next level or, you know, straight up, that's it. And for me, when it comes to relationships, friendship, connections, whenever there's a disagreement and You know, we're able to evolve. Whenever there's a tower moment for me and my connections, and we're able to evolve above it, it makes the connection even stronger, because it makes me know that this is a real connection for real, where it's like we can disagree and see things differently, and genuinely have real conversations and grow above it. Where if a situation can't, you know, where it's like there's a disagree, there's something has happened, and you can't have real conversations about it, for me that's an indicator that this is done here. Like, yeah, we could be cordial or cool, but you know, if things go down and we can't really talk about it, and if we can't talk about it, we can't grow up out of it. So for me, that's a sign that you know, this ain't where I want to be, type of vibe. So, you know, for me, tower energies, tower moments are great. They evolve things to the next level, show you how deep your connection really is, or it creates space for something else. You guys, it's such a pleasure sharing this message with you. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me, because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The fifth benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The sixth benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the seventh benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a brown heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.